and welcome back to my channel, Live a Thousand Lives. My name's Janaea. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, thank you so much for your support. So today I'm going to be bringing you my magical readathon, Earning My Owls. Or ordinary wizarding level, I think. Ordinary? Anyway, it's a readathon that the book roast put on, and I'm super excited. It starts today, April 2nd, and goes until April 29th. So, you have 12 different classes that you can take to earn your grades for the owls. So, I am going to be reading 12 books, or trying to, because we all know that your girl only reads like 4 or 5 books a month. But I'm going to really try this time. So, let's start with the classes and the books that I'm reading for each class. So, the first book is, or the first class I'm reading for is Ancient Runes. And that is a book with a symbol on the cover. So for this, I went with Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare, the first in the Infernal Devices series. I have not read this one yet, and I was worried because I couldn't find a symbol on here at all. But if you look on his neck, you can see a rune. So I get to count it. I'm excited. I have not read anything from her except for the Mortal Instrument series, so I'm super excited to continue on in this world and see what it's been like for everyone. Everyone seems to love this one, and I have Lady Moonlight and Lord of Shadows, and I can't read them until I'm done reading these. So I have all of these, so I'm excited to read it. So that will take care of Ancient Runes. Now, Arithmancy is a book with a number on the cover. So for this, I'm going with Mr. I can never pronounce his name, Mr. Penumbra's 24-hour bookstore. 24-hour. So it counts. It's by Robin Sloan. Not really sure what this one is about, but it has a number on the cover, so that takes care of Arithmancy. Astronomy is a science fiction book, and y'all know, or you should know if you've watched my channel before, I do not do sci-fi. At all. Just not a sci-fi person. But I'm going to give it a go with Unplugged by Donna Furtadas. I'm not sure. But this is a story that kind of reminds me of Ready Player One and Jane Unlimited, which I have not read either of those, but it sounds like the same kind of concept where it's all gaming and, virtual reality. And this is about an app world where you can get plugged into and you leave your real world behind. I don't know. We'll see. I did find out this is at least a duology. So we'll see how it goes for me. I'm not sure. But that takes care of astronomy. The next one is probably going to be my favorite one because it's Care of Magical Creatures, which if Hogwarts was real, this is the class I would want to take over and over and over again. And that is read a book that includes a magical creature or features one on the cover. For this, I'm going with The Last Namasara by Kristen Cicciarelli. Not sure if I said that right. This is about dragons. Mythical creature, dragons. So, I am so excited to read this for that challenge. So, I'm not really sure what it's about, except for, I believe the main character is a dragon slayer, and I'm thinking that she'll end up not slaying a dragon for some reason. But hey, I'm excited to read it. The next one is Charms. Read any fantasy book. Any. So, where did my fantasy book go? Hang on. Oh. It was still in my pile from my book haul. That would be The Shadow Behind the Stars by Rebecca Hahn. That is what I am reading for this. It's super short. I've tried to pick some short books because if you didn't notice, the first 4 were kind of chunky. But I'm super excited. This is about 3 sisters who are the Fates, and they're not allowed to interact with mortals because they kind of thread the lives of humans through golden threads or something like that. So I'm excited to read this one. We will see how it goes. The next one is Defense Against the Dark Arts, which is a book that has secret society or clubs in it. And for this, I'm going with Dream Fever by Karen Marie Moning. The reason I'm going for this one is because not only are there fae who humans do not know about, but they're also humans who defend humans against fae that are secret society, like they're extra special beings. Okay, sorry about that. My phone was ringing. It was my husband. Anyway, so for Defense Against the Dark Arts, I'm reading this book, and there's tons of secret societies or secret people in this book. So I'm going to read it. Plus, it's the 4th one in the series, and I'm trying to finish the series and start the side series. So I'm going to read this one. Divination was read a book featuring a prophecy. At first I had a different book, but I'm going to go with the Lightning Thief graphic novel. So I've read Percy Jackson, pretty much any book that has Percy Jackson I have read already. But right on the back of this it says, now he and his friends have just 10 days to find and return Zeus's stolen property. Why did I read that as prophecy? Anyway, don't ask me, but I think this still works. Crap, now I'm not sure if this one works. There's prophecies in here, so I think I'm going to count it anyway. So I'm reading this one because there's always prophecies when it comes to gods. So going to read the graphic novel of Lightning Thief by Rick Riordan. I think is how you pronounce his last name. I never know. So I'm excited for that, even though I know what's going to happen and whatever. I'm excited to see how the graphic novel plays out because it's so short. I want to know what they're leaving out, you know? The next one is Herbology, and that is to read a book with a nature-related word in the title. So I have volumes 1 through 8 of Lumberjanes, and lumber is in nature. So, see what I did there? I am going to try to read all 8 volumes in the month of April. So whether I read this one for it, or 6 or 7 or whatever, I'm counting Lumberjanes as the one I'm reading. So that's exciting. I have read this first one already. I'm going to read this one again and then continue on with the series. So I'm super excited about that. Next is History of Magic. Read a historical fiction. This one I'm super, super excited about. And that is Stalking Jack the Ripper by Carrie Maniscalco. And Jack the Ripper, I love anything that has to do with Jack the Ripper, so I'm super excited to read this. This is a historical fiction, obviously, because it takes place when Jack the Ripper was alive. I'm not really sure, besides the fact that it's about a girl who wants to be like a doctor or work with forensics or whatever, what it actually has to do with, whether she's like gonna kill him or become his apprentice, I don't really know. But I'm excited to read this one. So, yeah. The next one is Muggle Studies. And this one was hard for me because it's read a nonfiction book. And I don't really read a lot of nonfictions. But I found one to fit. And that is Time to Write. No Excuses, No Distractions, No More Blank Pages by Kelly L. Stone. I am a writer. I am currently in the process of writing who knows how many books at the moment. I'm so close to finishing one and hopefully getting that one published, but I'm having an increasingly amount of writer's block. So, yay. I'm hoping this will help me and will help me get into a better habit of writing. So I figured this would be the perfect time to read it and give me an excuse to read it. So, the next class is potions. This one was so hard. I was having a hard time finding a book that was about alchemy without it being like The Alchemist or something, right? So I chose, because I haven't read this one yet, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. So I read some stuff and I heard Polyjuice Potion, which is a potion which is alchemy, so great for me. So I have this book already, however, it is not currently in my possession. So that is the book I'm going to be reading for my potions class. I know this one's going to be really hard for me because it's in play form, which I really wish they would have just, wrote it differently so it wasn't in play form, but whatever. So that's what I'm going to be reading for potions. So the last class is Transfiguration, and that is read a book about shape-shifting or has a cat on the cover. I am reading, finally, Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater. I've been trying to read this since July of last year, and for some reason, I cannot ever read it. This is the first one I'm starting with. Just so you all know, I'm starting with this one. Because it is time for me to read Shiver. It is time, and I'm going to do it. So, there's that. Now, I have something interesting for you. All of those books that I just said, except for... Nope, I even got that. I was thinking I didn't have the page numbers for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, but I do. So, with all of the books that I'm planning to read, except for the extra Lumberjanes, so I only did one book. I only did that first one. I am planning to read 3,850 words in April, which means all 12 of these books. If I can read all 12 of these plus the 7 other Lumberjanes books, who knows what that will be. It'll probably be over 4,000, which will probably be the most words I've read all year. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm super, super excited for this. Today it starts. I'm hoping to upload this video tonight, but it is already, I don't know, 7:30. So it may come up tomorrow, but today is April 2nd. Tomorrow might be April 3rd, so you might be a day late. But the other thing is, I am currently reading a book that I am determined to finish before I start these 12. Silly me. And that is Harlan Coben's Tell No One. I am almost done. So I'm planning to finish this tonight and start another one tonight. So that's 13 books at least on my TBR if you don't count the other 7. So that could be 20 on my TBR for April. What am I doing, guys? I don't know. But I'm really, really wanting to complete this read-a-thon because it's Harry Potter themed. And I mean, I'm a Harry Potter fanatical. I love me my Harry Potter. So that is my plan. Let me know if you're going to participate in the Magical Owls read-a-thon. And if you're going to do all of the classes or if you're only going to do a handful. I think you only need 5. I think I will leave the book roast video explaining this read-a-thon down below. I think you only need 5 classes to actually pass your owls. So good luck, everyone. And remember, a reader lives 1,000 lives, and so can you. So keep on reading. Bye, guys.